Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to my home. Now, it's been a long time since I showed everybody the house. It's actually probably been a year since I showed everybody. I haven't been on much because I've been really busy. Alexa, turn off bedroom. I've been staining, painting, antiquing, gardening. I've been busy. I actually was hoping to take a few weeks off and be a Hallmark girl, but then I got into crafting, which I haven't been able to do in a very long time. And then if it could go wrong, it would go wrong. And then everybody thinks that I was doing all this work because of COVID, which I actually thought was pretty funny. And it wasn't, I was still working. But some of this you guys would remember from last year. Last year I was only able to decorate a little bit. This year I was able to pull out everything. Bonus is that I was able to get the ceilings done, put up things on the wall. Now I'm not quite done with putting things up on the wall. I'm still working on it. All the rooms are painted. I am going to repaint 2 rooms. We are starting to get blinds up. The ceilings are temporary painted. Majority of it's going to be stay painted. We'll be putting wooden fake tin, bronze tin on the ceiling this next year. All our barn doors and wood doors are in. We just got those in at Thanksgiving. Our new front door is in, as you would have saw. You'll see the inside of it, and I'll show you that a little bit more from the inside. It is very cold, but I'll still show you. Next year we'll have the other doors put in. Hopefully we'll have the front of the house with the plantation shutters. I'll be able to show you the inside of one. They're expensive. It's basically a 5-year plan, because it's about $22,000 to put cherry plantation shutters in this entire house, and that has nothing to do with the guest house. That's why it's a 5-year plan. So yeah, it's a slow but steady process. I'm trying to make sure that I have everything on so that I could show you the house. My centerpiece to my dining room table is being finished. Actually it's tore apart, so I'm still crafting. Now you're gonna see some furniture has massively changed. Some of it's down in the guest house. So we have moved things around and changed things, but we have finalized some furniture in here. The other furniture is in the guest house for that place. Some pieces we have just recently got here in the last couple of weeks. And I know you're seeing my feet because I want to be able to explain my year. And then I was able to do Halloween this year, but because of the virus, I ended up moving it to the backyard. But that video is coming. And the only reason why I didn't get it up, I actually have 2 videos that's coming. One is the jump scares, though the angles aren't great. And that's because we didn't think about flipping our cameras around. But I was able to do a walk through a haunted yard, literally a full-blown haunted yard at 360. So you guys are going to be able to see that. And again, we don't share with sound any more than we have to because of copyright. But I am going to try to list those too. I had a disastrous time. I'm going to show you 7 trees in the house. I did have 8 up. I lost one, and that's part of why I'm not exactly thrilled. I had 6 set for the front yard. I ended up having 4 put out there and lost one. 2 of them were sitting in the backyard that I did not put up. it's been one thing after another. It's like my doors that I will be able to show you all of them. You guys would have remembered last year I had 3 barn doors already put in right before Christmas. And then I did have 9 new doors just put in, plus the front door. It's been rough. Matter of fact, you may or may not have seen these doors. You may have not seen the barn doors at all. Not quite sure. I'd have to look back at the videos. But yeah, it's just been a rough year. And then I had a custom shelf put up. It wasn't exactly what I designed. And he knew it when he designed it on the spot, but the story behind the wood is a missionary and where it came from. I love the story, so I'm keeping it. Obviously, I'm still not happy about it, but it is beautiful. They're going to add to it some iron for me. I'm all about iron, and iron is a natural element. And I'm all about earthy stuff and anything Tuscany and earth tones. The colors on the walls, you're going to see that have been antiqued. I do have a video that I'm working on putting up to teach you guys how to do this. It's not hard. I did it at my house in Arizona, which was my third house. This is our 5th. So you'll be able to see how to do this. I did not do the antiquing on the house in Florida. Okay, so I don't want to keep you guys going. It's been a rough year, but I have been nonstop working. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. So if I'm walking through the front door, if you haven't seen the front doors from the outside, let me walk you in a little bit. It's freezing. So we have a new mat. The door used to be wood. It used to be a normal 36-inch door. And they are now 80 by 120. It's cold. It was one big, now it's a double door, an iron. And I used to have 5 transom. There's 1 on each side and then 3 little windows at the top. So I'm going to take you in the front. So now you're walking into my house. And welcome into my home for Christmas. The front of the house is vintage for Christmas. And this is just for Christmas. And here's the doors. I'm not gonna put the light on here. Now remember, I replaced all the lights in the house. They are iron scroll work. But I have my North Pole reindeer bells. But those are the new office doors. Just put in. Those are the barn doors over there. Now, anywhere that you see the dark wood that's painted, that will eventually come down. And it's because it's a fiber wood. It'll come down. The floorboards may get done next year. My husband and I may do those. Those are pretty easy to actually do. But all the wood on the doors are actually 75-year-old wood from Montana from a sheep farm. But the people that I purchased them from are actually in New Mexico. They were made in New Mexico. But here it is. I call it my setting room, but you're gonna see new furniture. If you did not see, I don't think I had my jukebox last year. I don't think so. But I have a jukebox and a bar, and I just recently got these 2 chairs. So everything I think in here is new, except my tree. Last year the tree was new. So I think pretty much everything is new. I know the lamps are new. Now the walls, it's called beta fish, but they have been antiqued. The tree slightly changed. I started putting the teal on the tree, but the tree, remember the walls have changed because I antiqued them. That's something that you guys did not see from last year. Last year they were not antiqued. It is it's a rolled technique. So to me, it's a Caribbean look. And there's the doors. So no longer a wood door with an oval in the middle with a little brassy stained glass look. So my husband's office, I will show you that. They are 120 inches tall by 80 inches wide. They do have glass in them and a screen. There's 3 latches. We don't keep the top one latch because I can't reach it because I'm too short, but they do have glass in it and a screen. So if I want to vent out the house, they're pretty sturdy. Now, when I got the new wreaths, I do have my 27-year-old wreath, the wreath that I originally had on my door, I had for 27 years. I had to redo, and I had to do fairy lights because I always put my cords through the front door. And they're all connected. The garland and this wreath is connected together because we don't open this door. And this is my old garland for my old fireplace. But my original garland here was 2 pieces, but I actually have 3. I had 3 pieces, so I had to completely take it apart anyway to put the different lights on it anyway. So I put 3 pieces on. It actually has my husband's rink on the door. That was a custom-made piece. It's solid brass, actually. Don't know if you could see it up there. That's solid brass. It was $350 for that piece. It was custom made. It represents the oaks in the area, and they're really anal about the oaks and my husband's last rink. Most of this I already had. I just picked up these little booties, which were actually ornaments. I just thought they were too cute. And then the Jolly and the Santa. The shelves are new. I happened to get them at Michael's. I didn't like the metal color, so I took it apart, spray painted them, and I antiqued the wood to make them older. The teddy bears and the mooses I already had. Picked that at a vintage craft store. That actually is a music box, but it actually holds oil. Those pictures are from our first year playing the Clauses, elves, and reindeer. But it'll stay up all year. That's Mary, and that's Bright. That's my very first tree topper. The hot cocoa sign, I didn't like how white it was, so I antiqued that and then I sealed it. And that is my bell from the North Pole, of course. And I am starting to fully stock my bar. Here's all my mixes. And then I got like some of my salts. This is my pickled beer salt, though I don't drink beer. There's a lot of mixes I don't drink. I'm just stocking up on all my stuff. I will eventually, probably next year, I'll have this fully loaded. I'm looking for the perfect size beer fridge, and then I'm looking for if you can find, let me know, guys, if you guys can help me find the perfect beer, or not beer fridge. But I'm also gonna get an instant bottle chiller. But that is gonna be for my shot glasses up there. So that is a very old vintage shot glass and shaker. And the move, I lost 2, and I had been carrying this forever. My mom gave me this. This is from being here. The people left Beam. Jim Beam used to be just Beam, and they left this. I kept those, but these are all my glasses up here. All these years, I've had my my bridal glasses for my wedding at 18, and I lost my bride glass, and we lost another one of my prom, actually my ex's prom glass. So, and then we have all our glasses from Hard Rocks. We collect them everywhere we go. And then all of these, my mother has given me over the years. There's more behind that. But these are my liquors. This is my liquor from Jamaica, my rum. That's stronger than any moonshine in the United States. Have not broke that out yet. I haven't broke it out because I've been waiting for the right opportunity. I'm waiting until I finish painting for sure. So, these are my swaps. That's from Elise, and that is from Tammy. All my swaps are on the tree. This is my family tree. These are presents to my husband and my son. And then I have presents behind the tree for the pets. The toys here are for the dog. That's Snowflake. Hello, Snowflake. Want to say hi again, Snowflake?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring.
He talks too much.
Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I forgot he's on.
Snowmen may be cold on the outside, but we have the warmth of holidays in our hearts.
If I don't turn him off, he'll drive me
We're
crazy.
not just a sign of winter. We're the messengers of all the magic and joy this
I
season.
have to be careful, he won't shut up. Okay, those are the pet stockings, and they're actually full of treats. I give my dogs 10 minutes free range, so what we do is we dump it in front of them, and we let them free range. It's the same with the cats. The ones on both sides are for the cats. They get free range. And they won't get it first thing when we open presents, but they will get a chance to just smorgasbord. I'll probably go around the other side to show you some things. But you guys, if you ever watch A Good Place, I died laughing when I found the sign up there. So the gathering place. So it's kind of my thing is the gathering place. So here's the shelf that I was talking about. It wasn't what I planned, but because I have such a long, tall wall, I needed something to break up going into my kitchen. And so I wanted a shelf, and I saw something on Pinterest that kind of gave me the idea. So I went with something that did that, and it was perfect because it brought the ceiling down, and it's just great. I just love it. And it has this perfect little knot up in the middle. Almost looks like a light up in there, and I just love it. The stain is exactly the same as on the door. All the stains took differently on every door, which I think is cool. It's like, there's my plantation shutters. It's all the same stain. It just takes different to every different one. It's like, it's a little more red here, a little lighter on that, but it takes differently on all of them. We'll get into everything here. But I love bells. I love the antiquing of everything. So if you're wondering about the garland, I wanted to go with more of a vintage look. My garland in my back room is different because it's the difference between colors as well. See, that's, somebody gave me that vintage. My brother did on that one. An old neighbor gave me that. Santa, that is one of my old tree toppers. And I just picked up those wood trees this year at Walmart. And then these are bells, but I thought it looked kind of cool. It reminded me of grapes. And we just put hooks in the new shelf. It's got ribbon on it that's wire, but I don't like it. But these are my poinsettias, and I just love how it looked. and my flowers fell down. So I was like, I started putting flowers up here, and then we kind of ran out, but I was getting frustrated, so I just didn't keep going. Now I did have a tree in the corner here. I'm gonna say hi to my Santa over there. I picked him up for like 85 bucks. He's like a $300 tree, or Santa Claus. Somebody was selling him, and I picked him up like back around Halloween, and I was like, I grabbed him. So my centerpiece isn't done, but I did pick up some runners, and it was half price at Kohl's, so I picked up 2 of them, and I just love it. I love the beads. I wouldn't do the work, but I love it, and I've had these forever. So there's only 3 of us we don't have any friends or family here, and so we didn't want to eat alone. So this is the running joke that we have. We're not going to be eating alone. We have friends and family at the table because we love Mickey and Minnie. So we won't be eating alone. So of course we've got Santa at the end of the table. We've got Mrs. Claus here. Because, you know, of course I play Mrs. Claus. So this is my seat, and that's for Santa. And these are actually, that's Tinkerbell Minnie. She'll actually move. And this Mickey will just move. But Mr. and Mrs. Claus Mini Mickey, these are actually my Disney ones. But they actually go in my Christmas stuff. But they'll actually get to stay there. And if you are on my Facebook page, you got to see me redo this fireplace. I picked it up for 80 bucks. It's actually a floor heater, you know, electric heater. And it looked like plastic coal around the edges. I redid it to match my travertine floor. And I touched up all the wood, and I think it looks gorgeous. So it's the same color as this furniture. My 100-year-old dining room set is down. My Spanish set is actually down in the guest house. But I picked up the china cabinet. Alexa, turn on china cabinet. Okay, it's because I touched it the other day. All I gotta do is touch. You guys probably haven't seen any of my china stuff. I do have china, which is in the other room. I may actually bring out my china. My candle batteries are all dead. But he actually moves. I have lights on this. I actually put lights on it. But again, I like my little vintage Santas. This is after my doggie that died. But my daughter got us these stockings. But for those who wanted to know, 2 people actually got to see the tree before it fell the first time. And nothing broke on it the first time. The second time, half of it broke. And we were just like, forget it. But it was and I don't generally do colored trees, but it was a colored tree. It was a vintage shorter tree, but I actually did a Disney tree. This is why it was Disney. And I had I had a special string lights of Disney that I've had for years, but I'll have to get a new string of 10 lights because they got super, super hot, and I didn't want to melt my little Mickeys. My mother gave them to me 12 years ago, so I got to get a string of 10 lights. So if you guys know any place that I can get a string of white 10 lights, let me know. But they got super hot, and I was worried about leaving them on. And I could have just left them strung up there just for show, but I was like, nah. So after the second fall on the tree, there was glass everywhere, and I was just like, no. So I let it go, and we just took the tree down, and I had Santa over at the bar originally with Jack and Sally for a little while. And because I was having fun taking pictures of Jack and Sally. And I might actually throw those pictures at the end of this because I was having fun playing with Jack and Sally at the bar. I have had fun with Jack and Sally since September at the bar. But I ended up just bringing Santa over here like he came down the chimney. So Santa's just been over here. So it just kind of worked. He kind of works in the corner anyway, like he came down the chimney. So I have a big Santa hat here, and I took my projector down because Santa's already come to our house. I have a projection screen here, and As you can see, these are plantation shingle. These are very wide. And that's so that I can clean them easy, and it's an invisible. They're expensive. So, and I'm not bragging about it. It's just I bought a very particular kind so that it's easy for me to clean and maintain. But I finally took the projector down. I could put it up for New Year's, and I probably will. And yes, I have my bows on the back. I actually do them to where it looks like a shawl. It depends on, every year I do them different. This year I did them to look like shawls. And I'll show you over there on my other chair, my table, but I have all my carousels and precious moments. Of course, the ones that were my daughter's, I went ahead and gave hers, except her birthday one, her birthdays. And I have to catch her up on hers, but my son's train is in here. But this piece in here just keeps falling. But I have my precious moments in here. I don't just collect precious moments. It has to mean something with my lives, like the pieces of the military pieces and stuff. Like my husband playing Santa. I didn't just collect. My mom just started buying me pieces when she worked at this particular store. I lost half my carousels over the years. That one I just finally put in there because it was in my Christmas stuff. And I was like, no, it's just gonna go in the china cabinet. But yeah, I have a bride and groom precious moment. But I don't want anything to, like, see, that one's my son's. He'll get his pieces when he moves out. I got all these pretty little pieces. I don't just go and buy them. Now, I would love to get the Disney collection. I have Cinderella or Snow White in there. But I've lost a lot of pieces over the years. Now, I got pieces in here that actually go up back on my mantle. But I put some pieces away for temporarily. But, yeah, I don't. So, what's interesting is if you guys recognize my table, I just picked up that table and this server. I redid the chairs here, the cushions, because they were white and somebody tore the plastic off. My chairs, they have my son broke that. So we made it look like he was eating. I never actually buy chargers. But that's the first time I did. They were half price, so $1.50. And I got my military discount. But this table set, I paid $500 for the table and the china cabinet, which is interesting. Alexa, turn off china cabinet. Watch. Bam, off. But I had just redid my chairs and just finished up my pub table. And I got these two pieces for $500 like 4 or 5 months ago. But like 2.5 weeks ago, it was like 2.5 weeks ago, this table, the breakfast table, and the server came up on the Nextdoor app for $150. And I was like, no way. It literally matches the formal set and formal dining and china cabinet. And I offered them $120 and they took it. I was like, no way. And I told, yes, Snowflake. Oh, no, no.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas.
You gotta shut up. So, anyway, I had this debate with my husband. Of course, he was not happy that I wanted to buy it, but he knew I needed some table. I wanted a table here, and I was debating between a china cabinet. I'm still looking for the perfect grandfather clock, and I had my grandfather's, and I'm gonna put the phone down for a second. I'm getting warm, but I had my grandfather's, and I let my sister borrow it, and she lost it. in a storage and didn't pay for it. So I want to get a very particular one and then have a nameplate put on it to my grandfather's name. But I told him, I said, it's going to fit there. It's going to fit perfectly, and it's going to be exactly the right size. He's like, no, it's not. He comes in, when he brought it in, he was like, it's beautiful. He goes and he starts smiling from ear to ear, goes and gets a buffer. He starts buffing it. He goes, it's going to be too big, it's going to be too big. Nope, look. Perfect size. Literally fits to the T. I was like, snap. So yeah, it's all full of cat treats and dog treats. So they get their smorgasbord, and I just love it. Christmas magic, because snowflake is magic. So yeah, this is the front of the house. And then I'm gonna snap my fingers, and you're gonna see the bedroom. Well, as you can see, I showed you guys the rest, and I'm doing the house in segments. So I had to do this room first, but you guys would have seen everything else before this. And I'm doing this way because of the fact that my husband, by the time I do the rest of the house, will already be in bed. So this is, of course, Christmas Eve, and I always wait to do the house until Christmas Eve because I'm always working on crafts. So this is my bedroom. So now this is our bedroom tree. This won't be the same tree next year, but I'm going to show you the tree first, and then I'll show you the room. Now I'm really disappointed in the tree because it actually should have more lights on it. And I would try to get my amber lights because it should be amber with white twinkles and blue lights to match the room. And you guys know that I have been working on the house. And luckily I now have a 4K phone. This is the iPhone 12 Max, so that I can do this. Now last year the amber lights came out, and this year, and I tried to get that straight, my neighbors gave me this tree free, except that little portion up there did not light. And I was like, no problem, I'll just put some more lights on and then just blend it in. And then I put some twinkles, and I was gonna put a whole bunch of amber lights on to match my Tuscan stuff. Now I have summer bedding and I have winter bedding, and of course I have my winter bedding on. And I did antique this room. And currently I have paper blinds on only because I'm slowly doing blinds, as you would have already saw in the dining room. Cherry wood blinds. This room originally had white plantation blinds in here, plastic ones, and I don't do white. And I'll show you the ceiling in here next year. We will get the ceilings done. And all my Halloween stuff is late only because I've been having errors on my phone. That's why I had to get a new phone. But I do have a door here. This door will be replaced next year. This will be the third, actually the last to the, almost the last door. But it will be done next year to match the front door. And you guys will see that, the front yard yet, and the new doors. And it'll be an iron door. But it'll match the front, but it'll be one side. The other door will be the other. But every room has a theme. If you look up there, I did the top birdies to match Home Alone 2, the 2 turtle doves. I do have doves on it. And I've had these bird cages forever. And I finally had a place to put them on. Now, if you guys remember, if you've been following all my Christmas videos, I used to have a crystal tree. I was finally able to put my crystals on a tree. And every year I buy a crystal. I haven't bought one for this year. I will. So I have my crystals on here. And I have very specific glass ones on here. And then I'll zoom in here. And it's Santa flying with his reindeer. That represents my husband and my son, who both used to play with Santa and Rudolph. but my son has gotten older and a little bigger, taller. He can no longer play Rudolph, so this year I played Rudolph, Bumble, and Mrs. Claus. And my husband played Santa and the Grinch. But the colors were supposed to represent the bedroom. That's the reason why I was trying to get amber. And it's not easy finding the right color blue, but I did get 2 different types of strands of blue in here. But the white lights that are naturally on the tree went out, and if it could go wrong, it would go wrong. It did go wrong. So I could not get them back up. Now these are originally red, not that, well, kind of that color red. I'm working on a centerpiece, trying to finish it up right now. These were originally red. I was trying to find different things to put on the tree, and then I'm finishing them off right now. But they were red, and then my husband painted them blue for me, actually navy blue, and then I've been putting the more of the amber Tuscan gold to it, and then using glossy accents to it. So these are new, and then I have, of course, the birds are blue, the doves are new, and then I did not put poinsettias on, but I did put these beautiful clip-on bird or flowers. And I hate putting plastic on, but I was looking for texture. And then, of course, you could see some of my crystals. So if you notice, some of my videos don't look as good. And I do have the word hope up there with a little crystal. It's just beautiful. And I usually don't use plastic on my trees. Not since my kids were little. And the other word is faith. And it says Merry Christmas on the tree. But the tree was really bold and bright. There's another crystal. Until the light went out, and then I have bells on the tree. Of course, that goes with Santa. It represents both of it. And then I do have a beautiful skirt. Now, what I ended up doing is I took the tassels off because we have automatic floor cleaners. Next year, you won't see a skirt underneath the tree, and it won't be a fat tree. This one's actually for the guest house, but the guest house isn't done. We've barely started on that. And I just put my bows up. Now, if you guys watch the different rooms now, I had to get bigger steps for little Rosie. My stuffed animals are here. Those stuffed animals are actually going up in the bathroom. And then right now, I currently just put up the doggy beds. And here's our bed. And what I was trying to do, and you'll see this next year, I do finally have a sheer curtain to go up here. And then you'll see next year that I will have curtains up. But I actually have light curtains. But I've been trying to get everything done. The room is antiqued. You can see that the walls are more of like ocean waves. You can barely see it, but the ceiling is concaved and then flat. So next year that this will be wood, and then that will be a 10 look, and there'll be lights up in here. But my summer bedding looks more like that. We should have, if we get the guest house, this actually goes, this is my daughter's furniture. It used to be, now it's my son's. And the lamp does work. It's my husband's. We actually have the string of lights, and we've had this thing forever. But here's the sheer curtains. But the bed, you guys know everything's sold out this year. I originally planned on putting garland down through the sides and up through the top here. But I bought a bunch of garland, as you guys already know. And I planned on lighting the bed and having everything done. So I didn't get to all of that. But again, next year you'll see all that. Eventually, all of the wood around the house will be replaced, as I probably already mentioned. But you can see that it's been antiqued. And then there's my wood barn door. Now this wood, again, as I've already mentioned, is 75 years old from Montana. Alexa, turn on bathroom. And there's my new bathroom door. Pardon me. Now the bathroom's done. I just have to touch up little spots on the ceiling. And eventually we will barrel roll the ceiling with wood. And I plan on putting a solar light up in here. That way, like solar lights. And that way it'll light up from in here during the night. But I'm going to be putting a TV here for me. So I do have new towels. I haven't been putting them up. But I just got these doors in. So it's no longer the white plastic doors. We actually painted them brown. But, yeah, we just got it all antiqued up. Now, I have not antiqued the closet on the inside yet. That's going to be done. I have vines that's going up here with wisteria, and then all my stuffed animals are going up on what I call the bridge. That's why the stuffed animals are over in there. I debated on whether to keep those lights here or to put lights that hang down, but I thought it would interfere with the chandelier, which is new there, guys. If you see right there, the chandelier is new if you guys didn't see it before, but I get to change the color. I could change the color to anything. And the paper blinds there currently, that will be one of the next blinds. The office and these blinds will go. We're going to do the front of the house first, and then the master bedroom here will be next. So I just wanted to make sure y'all got a chance to see the bedroom. We are looking for pieces to match the master bed. We just happened to catch a bed, and I love this bed. Reminds me of Ebenezer Scrooge's bed. But we will be putting curtains that go up through here and then hang down on the sides. So you will see that next year. Everything's in slow pace. Took me forever to paint, but you guys are getting the chance to see it. If you're not, we did replace all the lights in the house. They are crystal. It is eBay. I think I paid about $185 for all the lights. They are set on Alexa, turn bedroom to blue. There we go. We're going to soften it up. Now you guys can see that. It's all going to be blue. We're going to leave it at that. But again, my summer bedding. Alexa, turn bedroom to warm white. One that doesn't want to change. But if you look at my bedding, it does have like a goldy Tuscan yellow. I'm going to go back. Alexa, turn bedroom to blue. My dogs keep messing up the pillows. I'll leave it at blue. There's my bedroom. Okay, so now that you saw the bedroom, let me show you the elf. And this mouth and mouth. Now this is Keebler. This is my new tree. Now I only paid $20 for him. Isn't he cute? I couldn't resist. Now normally my husband would complain about me buying another tree, but I was worried about he would. But when I showed him the picture on the box, he actually started smiling, and so did my son. So all I did was put red and green ornaments on it, and then I took a scarf and rolled it that's red and green, and then some of my scarves that I put on the back of my chairs, and then this was the original pants to the Grinch, and it's just super thin. I ended up ordering a fuzzy furry suit for the Grinch, so just super simple. So this is Keebler the tree. And just something simple. So that was supposed to be my 8th tree this year. So I like to put a tree in every little space that I can and take 5 minutes to put together. So that's Keebler. And it's a nice little night light. And I already had the ornament, so $20 tree. Can't beat it. And that's Keebler. So, and that's actually that little cat house is Mickey's little birthday present he got. Watch him go crazy over his other birthday present. It was a birthday present. I go crazy watching. Yep. Highly recommend this one too. Cheaper on Amazon by half. Got different speeds on it, so. I got these chairs for $100. Now you would think it's leather, but it's not. It's that old-fashioned leather. It's not pleather. It's that old-fashioned pleather, but it's not pleather like modern pleather. But super love them. He's gone. But I got the older girls. I got 2 new toys for him and Justin, and then I got the 2 older dogs new toys, and then the 2 bigger dogs toys, 2 older dogs blankets, and I'll explain that in the other room, and then the 2 cat toys. But here's the tables, but you can see how I do it like Shaw's. From the back, it almost looks like shoulder things, but on a dress, you can see. Now, you can see they took the plastic off of this, but the fabric I did on the other chairs, I'm gonna go and get some more fabric. But my other table was pub style, which is down in the guest house. And I made that a long time ago. So that's my original wreath, and it now has a new place in the house. I actually got that my first Christmas for my mother-in-law. And so it is now got a place in my house. I'll never get rid of it. I've redone it like 4 times over those 27 years. And it's beautiful, but it will have to stay in the house now. I'm going to show you the house. And Jeff has now become part of the landscape. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi.
So. And you'll see that things have slightly changed. JJ, as of 4 or 5 hours ago, so hi JJ. She turned 12. See, yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. Woof. See, woof. See, they all have new shirts that says, Dear Santa. They're the naughty ones. So you're seeing them all with green shirts on. Those are their Christmas shirts this year. And it's been pretty funny. I'm trying to shut up the pantry so you can see the new doors. You'll see the pictures on it. So she doesn't normally like shirts, but I've actually convinced her to wear the shirt. The moment she sees clothes bust out, she bolts. So here's the kitchen with the brand new pantry door, and I've gotten things up on the walls, and I should be showing you the ceilings too, because I took out there's the new lights, new little chandeliers. Those are brand new lights. There were no lights right there. And then we took out the crown molding and I spray textured. This kitchen was an absolute nightmare. It did not have texture on it anymore when they put the new cabinets up. They actually stripped the texture off the wall and put wallpaper up and then put the cabinets up. This kitchen took me 5 weeks to redo. And like when we redid the backsplash, because it looked like gingerbread, it was so bad with wallpaper, plaster, and the tile. It was awful. I was just I had to charge a phone after doing pictures because I did pictures first. It was bad, guys. It was really bad. So yeah, I'm actually starting to slowly buy stuff for my kitchen for Christmas. Bought that like 2 years ago. Bought that this year. Actually, it's just a picture, and then I put the lanterns outside. I actually took the big ones. The little ones were actually Halloween ones, and then the 2 big ones were Christmas ones. And I took the big ribbons off, and I put the one ribbon there, and the other ribbon is over there. So I'm actually starting to buy things that I normally would have never done during the military time. So pretty excited about stuff like that. I did buy a cookie jar from Michael's. By the time it was between the sale price and my coupon and the military discount, I think I paid like $7 for them. And then I bought me a bottle of wine, which I normally don't like wine, but it's a berry one, so I'm hoping I like it. And then Elise for Christmas gave me this baking mitt, which I was excited because Elise, and my son got water dripped down the bottom of the dishwasher, so I gotta clean it. So I got Mrs. Claus, my gingerbread, and then Mrs. Claus. And though they're for the bathroom, this year they're for my kitchen. So next year I'll have them for the bathroom. But I got an oven mitt to match and a spatula. And then I got me, I talked them into giving me at Walmart for $1.50 because I had some scratches, which I don't care. So once the soap is gone, I'll stick it in the Christmas stuff. And then I got this a couple years ago at Kohl's, which they keep sticking to the snowman, which keeps making me mad because I don't do snowman. I mean, I do snowman, but I love the red. I love the vintage red, the bold red. The bold red with the green, not the lime green. I don't like the lime green. You can put a little bit of lime green. But yeah, I mean, you can see the antiquing that I did to the walls. It's funny because my friend from Honduras, he came in, he had been here in like 5 months. And when he came in, he's my electrician. He was like, he goes, oh my God, I feel like I'm at home. He goes, can I move in? But my pot fillers new, if you guys did not know that. See my mask? This was for Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus wore that for talking with the kids. But you can see how this looks good. I'm very minimalistic. I was hoping to get my kids' pictures up on the wall, by the way, because I've never had all my kids' pictures out. You're gonna see next year, it was a project of mine. It was all covered all over the table. This whole wall is gonna be covered with family photos. Probably almost all the way down too. Just on this one wall will be completely covered with pictures. I'm looking for vintage frames and new frames, like my children's birth pictures. Either birth pictures or their first birthday picture will be an oval frame. So, I mean, I actually took a square picture and put their 3-month-old picture in it. Because we all get stuck with the 11 by 13, and there is no 11 by 13 frame. I think it's a conspiracy on 11 by 14. So this furniture was originally in the front room, and my husband had furniture he bought. So I bought these when we moved in here, and he bought furniture when we moved in here that was recliners. Now, don't get me wrong, I love recliners, but it was pleather, and I don't do pleather. I do leather, and I love the curvature to begin with. But he didn't want to admit that I was right. He was wrong after, I don't know, a few months ago. And I didn't give him a choice. I kind of shoved the furniture out the door because I have big doors. I shoved it out the door because it was falling apart. The leather was peeling off. I couldn't take it. Like I paid $3.50 for these pieces. I didn't buy it new. I have learned not to buy it. So these steps, if you're wondering why they're so big, Rose has bad cataracts. She'll be 14 on the 6th of January. And Rose took a flying nosedive off the couch about 6 weeks ago. And Rose, for those that only follow me here on YouTube, Rose is the little one. And Rose had to have gallbladder surgery this year. She damn near died on us, and she had... she's also finally diagnosed with epilepsy, and just like her mama, and she has to take medicine 3 times a day compared to me at 2 times a day. She's actually on the medication I'm deathly allergic to, and I have to wash my hands if I get it on me, though it smells like grape Kool-Aid. She takes the liquid form of it. So, yeah, but see, I was telling you about the blankets under the tree, the family tree. The family tree has all those little ornaments my kids made me. Anything that anybody gives me or makes me goes on that tree. But so I bought blankets and pillows that I've never done before because I have so many, but I don't have to worry about moving. It's about, see, my kitties, my animals are being so cute today. I'm just loving every bit of it. So I put, because normally they have doggy beds. This is JJ's birthday present. JJ curled up in there earlier tonight. Rose was just up in it. You're going to see a picture at the end of this video of Rose curled up in it. She's getting really warm because I have the fireplace on, and I turn the fireplace on for pictures. But they slide off the couch now that it's full weather. But Rose took literally, she looked like an airplane. She went, and so the bigger stairs were warranted because the normal dog stairs just wasn't cutting it. So we ordered a big set because it actually does an L shape too, depending on which way one would do. See if you can see that. Those are the normal little steps, and then the other steps are like, just, you guys know what doggy steps are like. So I could do it L shape too. So we actually have just purchased another set of these for my big bed. And if you didn't see them, yeah, you saw them. So we have a set for the bedroom and a set for in here. But we have all these little doggy beds everywhere. So I decided, okay, I'm done with doggy beds everywhere. So we started doing, I did this for Christmas and the dogs love it. So I got the real fuzzy fur, like for the gnomes, for them for Christmas to go on the couch. So I'd rather deal with that because nobody's allowed to sit here when the dogs are here, because there's a seat here and they can sit here, but there'll be one here. So my son doesn't generally come in here very often. So he knows that if the dogs are up here, he can only sit here. The dogs sit over here. And then I got another one for down here, like for here. And they just love it. They just love to lay on it, even though it's a doggy bed. So I got a blanket for here, and one for here, and one for here, for Rose and Jay. But that is twin one, or left twin and right twin. So twin one and twin two. I told you guys last year that I came up with this idea, if you were watching my videos, about putting garland up, and I bought it this year. Now, as I said in the bedroom, I wanted to get more garland. Now, this is 1 9-foot, that's 1 9-foot. Now, I didn't put lights on it and have no intentions to, because I didn't want to take away from my stars. But if you've watched my videos in the past when I had my house in Florida, not the rental, but my house, I had put garland around my entertainment unit. This is actually 3 pieces, 27 foot long. And it's a little off, but trust me, I was tired and just wanted it up. So that is 200 string or 400 string. I think it's just 200. And I didn't want to overpower it because of the TV. But I did pick up something new because all the nutcrackers here are my son. So when my son moves down to the guest house, he'll be taking his nutcrackers. So the one thing that I did start this year is Hobby Lobby has these really neat looking elves. I saw them last year and I thought, oh, they're weird. But then I saw that you could actually pose them. And I was watching people turn them over and make them look like people were mooning, that the elves were mooning. And I was like, oh, okay, I want them. Because I was having fun. I was like, okay, I can have fun with them. So that's my son's new one this year. So my son likes having them. So you're going to see that, like, I'm slowly doing that. That is my brick from my high school. Because I tore down my high school this year. They tore my husband's down. And I just, weirdly, I got my brick today. And I paid for it like a couple months ago. The brick was $20 and it cost them $15.09 to mail it. And they were saying it was only going to be $10 to mail. And I'm just going, maybe I paid $30 for it. Either way, they didn't make squat on it. Especially when you pay for a plate and have it engraved. But yeah, I'm slowly getting stuff up. And eventually I'm going to have lights up here, but my electrician hurt his hand. But yeah, I'm going to put some more up here. I just thought they were pretty cool. Feel like I got him laughing. That one reminds me of my son. He just cracked me up. So we have the Star Wars ones. So these are actually my old bulbs. But I went with more red. I was able to get more poinsettias. Last year I didn't have enough of them. I ended up getting 3 on one trip, 13 on another, and then 55 on that last trip. Because she said that was the last they were going to get. But I only was able to get 13 more berries. And I had to put some aside. Because obviously you can see why I needed them for everything. I'll probably pick up another 20 some poinsettias next year, but I need berries. You can see I have them all over the tree, but I want to put berries up along the garland. I want to integrate them in, wire them into the garland. But a lot of these are old, and the ornaments always break. So you always want to put back ornaments. If I find them at a yard sale, I will pick them up. If somebody gives them to me in the colors, I will pick them up. And of course, there's our stockings. I have another one because there was 4 of them because of 4 of us. And of course, you guys know I redid the stocking last year, or my sleigh, because the sleigh was gold and I painted it. Now I still want to do more to it. This year I didn't get to it because I want to put some gems and I want to put some glitter to it, and I'll probably put some snow text to it yet. Hobby Lobby got some of the same deer, exact same deer, and I literally, it's funny because Michael's had them last year. Hobby Lobby had them this year, and I thought it was strange that they had them this year. But they had another one, but he was plastic as well. These are ceramic or resin or ceramic. I think they're ceramic. But they had another one, and I was like, oh, look. I went to go grab it, and the third one was plastic. And I was disappointed. It was just strange. But yeah, the twins, it's funny because when I put them together, the lights are weird. That one looks brighter. They have the same amount, but they have the same amount of lights, but that one's softer. That one's brighter, and that's because of how the pattern of the lights are. So they're not identical, they're fraternal. But I do have the barrels at the bottom, and here's the trick to those, the galvanized steel barrels, or tubs, sorry. Put the base down to the tree, and then put those on, and then put the tree together. Don't try to put it on afterwards, it won't work. We found that out last year. And that's just a piece of swag. And then my countdown timer, we just forgot to keep up with it. I want to get a new one. I've been looking for the right one. I sent my mom a gnome one this year. She doesn't know that yet. But, of course, I have my Santa Claus. He needs new batteries. If you're wondering about that, it's because we had a cat tree, or a shelf up there. My cats don't like them. And then I have my electric one. He's not plugged up. I found him at the thrift store last year. If you guys watched my video last year, and I found him last year. I'm slowly going to fill up this house, but here's the difference. I will be not subpacting anything in this year. I'm doing something different. Finally, I'm going to be able, I talked my husband into understanding, because this year I don't want to pack everything down and just wherever places was. This is what took me so long to do this, is because I have shelves, I have places to put stuff. I'm not moving anymore. I want to be able to just go to a box and throw a room up. So my husband got me extra containers, and I'm going to organize per room. So everything in this room will be labeled by room, and everything will be dropped to a box. So he got me extra containers this year. We already have them. We're going to be going, okay, I could take all the nutcrackers, all the elves, put those in a box, bam, label them family room. The tree ornaments will all be dropped in a box, family room. Everything on the fireplace will be dropped and go into a box, all of this stuff, which is great because the blankets will be washed and I can wrap all of them up in that so they'll be safe, and that includes all of this stuff. So I don't have to worry about it. It should make it a lot easier for me to put a room together too. I should be able to put a room together in 15, 20 minutes. This should take me 5, 10 minutes. I should, before I go any further, show you my husband's office, because it's slightly changed, my little deer and stuff there. So there's the office doors. If I open this up, now this locks on both sides. Now I do have a screen on this side for Jacket Sally. If you're wondering why, you guys see Jacket Sally on the other side. We block it at the top. We do the same thing for Halloween. This chair is normally on the other side. Currently it is not, because I have a light down here, and this is a scenery, and there's Jack on this side and Sally's on that side. So currently we have a scene going on for Christmas, and I'll probably take that down later on today or tomorrow, so that my husband can have the room back. But this is my husband's office. And if you guys have been following me, you know that I have a military support tree. I did not get it up last year. My husband moved his garland up. So he does have garland in here. And he always had a smaller tree. My daughter, when she left, did not take her tree with her. I've actually bought her 2 trees. Her first one broke in California, and then I bought her a new one. But she actually went with a real tree this year. But that is his new tree, which is my daughter's old tree. Last year, my son, because they both had the same tree, my son's lights on his tree went. This year, I went to plug her lights, or the lights on this tree, in, and they went out. They weren't working. So I just set down the tree and cut out all the lights. So he has amber lights and twinkle lights on the tree. And the ribbons, there were 26 ribbons for the 26 years he was in. And my husband put the last ornament on, because he did not do this last year when he retired. Because come February, he retired in June of last year. His last day of work was February of last year. And he had a ceremony in April of last year. So it's coming upon 2 years of his last day in the military, coming this February. Our last working day. So his last ornament is his retirement cap. That was my ornament here. A friend of mine gave me that at Fort Huachuca when my husband was in Iraq. But the gold now, because it used to be red, white, and blue, the gold now represents retirement and age, and then it's now about support. So retirement and age and support. So there are 20, because he actually was in 26 years, but it represents 27 years. So there's 27 in there. And then for 27 he was in for 26 years, but there's 27 years in total that he was actually, if you go by years. And then a retirement cap, which his retirement veteran cap is there. His veteran's cap is right there. So he's got his veteran's cap. So there's technically 28 ornaments on there. And then his stars are all over it. And then my ornament on there for the half my heart is in Iraq. So there's 29 ornaments on it. And then 26. And then he's got his National Guard on there. He's got his National Guard one on there. Right here. So he's got the National Guard one on there too. When he served in the National Guard as well. So, but the ribbons used to be about this big. And then I put 6-inch, the standard size magnet type ribbon on, but they're all over. So it did slightly change. And then his 2 Santas here were given to him from the USO. And then this Santa actually does the Rocky Balboa push-ups. And then, of course, he's got his Mr. Hanky. We tried it. He's already got 2 lamps in here. Otherwise, he'd have his leg lamp in here. And I'm so mad that he moved his garland up there. But he's already got enough going on there. Now, there's one more picture that's not in here yet. And I found his South Korea DOD picture. But it took me forever to get all of this up. Well, he designed his room. I'm still trying to get him to put his Bronze Star here. He does. That's the second highest you can get the other one as a presidential award, but I was trying to get him to put his Bronze Star up there rather than that, but he wants people to zero in on it when he comes in, rather than to strain your neck. But I had that done for him. That includes his original, all his original names, original dog tags, his original nameplates. I saved it all and I stuck it over, and then that lists every place he's ever been. And that's his basic training picture, and that's his last picture there. All his coins, everything are in there. Now, it kills the value of the coins, but it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with coins. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's not about that. I wasn't about to have different things anywhere. It has all his patches. All his rank is in there, every bit of it, from being an E2 all the way to a 05. E2 to 06, and then 01 to 05. And then all of his awards are in here, except two. All but two of his certificates are in here. So we didn't put everything in here. He didn't want my retirement certificate in here. He told me that all I did was follow him. Yep, I'm leaving it there, folks. So let me go show you the other side of the house. I can show you the laundry room real quick. Alexa, turn office to blue. I did that for the scenery. Alexa, turn off dining room. Alexa, turn off sitting room. I better turn off my candy. Dog or cat toy. I'll turn off the jukebox later. Alexa, turn off breezeway.
A few things share the name Breeze Light.
Alexa, turn off breezeway. Okay. I said I'd show you the laundry room real quick. It's a little messy because I have some things to go back. Now, it is in what they call a medieval wine, and I started antiquing it, but you can see where I started antiquing it, but it's a beautiful color when it's antiqued, but it looks like Barney. And I don't like when the light shines on it. When the light's not shining on it, it's a gorgeous color. But I'm gonna do a caramel color instead after Christmas. And then I'm gonna order my cabinets, and my cabinets will go from here all the way up. And then I have some cabinets that are coming in here. I'll have a counter here, and my wash tub from the other side comes to here. We're flipping the wash tub in here, not the big wash tub, but it'll be a sink, and then cabinets underneath, and then cabinets here, and then cabinets over on this side. But here is my laundry shelf, my shelf and laundry rack for me, for my hangers, and then I hang here until I finish laundry, and then my clean laundry there. Right now, I have some stuff here that I got to take back, and then it's just temporary. But the floor used to be white clay, and I had travertine put in here. That door will maybe sometime in the future, but I doubt it. That's a security door. Our garage door will eventually be replaced with a carriage door. But that's the only door right now that may never change. Don't you know? Right now, I don't intend on changing it. My husband's like, oh, so when's that going to change? I don't know. I don't have no intention of changing it right now. But this back door is going to change. It'll match the pattern of the iron there. This one's going to be done first because it's bent. And then the other door on the other side. But I'm going to take you down the hallway now. And you can see the new door for the hallway closet. It's just came in. The barn door to my bedroom, the barn door going into my bathroom, and the barn door going in my laundry room. I've had those since last year. The barn door, or the door from the office, the door going from my bedroom closet, and then this is new. The shelf is new. This is new. My son's closet, or my son's door is new. You might want to get up. I'm coming in. No, I'm not. Let me come down. Let me put these are all new. All of these now. She came up with a brilliant idea. She said I had enough room. And this is the other bathroom to put another barn door in. We're having problems with our hot water tank, so bathroom's a little messy because of it. Now that's my craft room. So there's, and this is all 75-year-old wood, same as the barn doors. So there's my other door, my closet door. A light in here is called Mickey. That's a Christmas present I got. So my craft room, it looks like it's exploded right now. So another barn door. Now there's, you're wondering about a lock. There's the lock. I don't really want to show this bathroom right now, but it will be repainted. But this is how you lock it when you're in it to use the bathroom. I'll show you this bathroom another time because, well, we just got stuff here. I can show you, I guess. It's just painted purple. Same as the laundry room. It's gonna be the same color again. I'm gonna be putting a skylight. That light's gonna go, and I'm gonna put a skylight in here, and then I have pendulum lights, so the same as the ones over the bar that's going in right there. And they have to be recentered because they're originally centered on the old cabinets. When I say old cabinets, when they put the new cabinets in the kitchen, they put the new cabinets in both bathrooms, but they didn't recenter the lights. So we're gonna recenter the lights and put the bar lights that I put in the kitchen, same ones in here, all matchy-matchy. Our hot water tank's about to go, so it is actually screwing with our toilet too. Yeah, messy laundry, messy. Yeah, so this is all getting rearranged, and I have to antique the walls in here, and then the ceiling's gonna be wood. It's a concave ceiling. It's been painted, but it's gonna be wood done, and I'm getting ready to antique this, antique the walls, and wood the ceiling here in the next few months. So, and then rearrange all my cabinets and move things around to where I have another table on the wall and a table in the middle of the room. So, yeah, thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my son's room, show you the other door. So I had 9 new doors brought in Thanksgiving. Son, kitty, told you they're being cute. Here's my son's tree. Now, they actually had a shelf up around the room. See, the same room, same concave ceiling. All the fans again are new. Well, they're not new now, but I put them in when we moved in here. So, yeah, she had a shelf in here, but it wasn't like the shelf was just put on the wall. It was put into the wall. So I actually just did the trim in here so that we could put the doors in. And he has a new closet door. So I had to paint all the trim in. Oh, aren't they cute? Look at me, Jeff. Say smile. Justin looking at him like, what? Got a cute picture. So, yeah, I just got the trim done in here. Now I'm gonna neutralize this room for now until the guest house gets done, and then I'm gonna mural the walls in here. But I'm gonna neutralize it, and then we're gonna put wood up in here at the same time. But my son loves Santa, and his tree's always been red, white, and blue. So the doors are gorgeous. So these are all hand forged nails. They are real hand forged iron nails. Jessica's going, what? It's Christmas. Is it Christmas? Is it Christmas? Really? He's like, give me my present, woman. So, see my Christmas light? Yeah. I've had that for years. See, I have my popcorn tins. I always get them. I try to get them when I can find cute ones. So I have the naughty one with the naughty villains, and the nice one with the good Disney characters. I actually use them for Christmas ornaments. So yeah, there it is, folks. There is my house, and you have now pretty much seen everything. You see my new lights, the ceilings where I took out all the crown molding. All the crown molding has been taken out. It has been painted. It is ready for us to put. It'll be wood, and then 10 look. So that's coming up here this next year. But there it is. And by the time this all goes up, Christmas dinners and everything will be done. And it is time for me to get off here because I still got 4 ornaments to make, the centerpiece to do. And it is 4 o'clock in the morning on Christmas morning. And I promised everybody on the Facebook page that I would post videos, and I told them I was going to bombard them. And for all of you guys that are following and watching me post all these videos, I am not trying to annoy you by videos. I've just been super busy, and obviously by me posting all these videos, you can see that I've been super busy. Last night was the first time I got more than 4 hours sleep, and I don't know how long, literally I don't know how long. So when Christmas comes down here in the next couple days, and all my crafting is done, this girl is gonna take a Hallmark vacation. And I'm also gonna craft at the same time, obviously, but I'm gonna take a vacation. And then, meaning I'm gonna take a break. I'm also gonna take a vacation to my mother's for a little bit. And yeah, I need a break. So I'm gonna go to my mom's for probably about a week and then come back, which is up in Ohio. And then just sit back for about a month. And then I'm gonna repaint the laundry room and repaint the bathroom, and wait for weather to warm up and finish the guest house. And then I'm gonna start on the room that my son's in and neutralize and fix all that and redo some landscaping, and don't know after that. Oh, I gotta do my craft room. But anyway, I do hope that you guys like all the pictures. I hope that you like everything that I've been doing, and I've been a very busy girl, and I wish I could show you the outside of the house. The outside of the house has been stained. I will have to show you that another time. The stone doesn't look white or whitish gray. It looks like a gingerbread house now, so it's beautiful. I will try to sneak in a few of those pictures here at the end too. I might actually take some pictures during the day for you so you can see what it looks like. But anyway, I will see y'all later. Merry Christmas and a happy New Year. Let's hope that 2021 is way better. Though with the new president, I don't know, man. I don't think it really matters. I think we're screwed no matter what. It didn't matter whether we were going to get Trump again or Biden. I think the situation we're in general is just screwy. So good luck to us all in the new year. And I just hope it's just better next year than it is than this year, but I don't know. So I bless y'all and hope good things come to you in the next year. And I'm hoping to chit chat with you guys more next year, and I guarantee you I will be.